it. Because at Roberta's, you guys have brought us lots of things, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the vegetables and see what you brought us this year.
I know, I'm excited about that too. Yes.
All right, so let's talk about daisies, because daisies, they're just, I don't know if it's because like we grew up with don't eat the daisies and all the fun things about daisies, but they're such
they
a
love me,
happy,
they love me not.
Yes, exactly.
Off the petals. That's right.
They have such a happy feel about them.
Yes, they do.
And these are a 4-piece cheeky hardy Gerber daisy.
That's right.
You're going to get 4 plants in 2.5-inch pots. There'll be 4 colors, 3 easy pays. And they resist disease. They attract pollinators.
Oh my gosh, yes, especially the hummingbirds for this beautiful red flower.
Yeah, I bet for the red.
They love this.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's so pretty.
So these are all real flowers. And, you know, we have brought Gerber daisies over the years. This cheeky is a newer variety.
Okay.
And we were able to secure enough to bring back this year because they are a customer favorite because they're just so darn cute.
They are
I mean,
so darn
these
cute.
flowers, they really do bring a smile to our faces. And you know, if you're a master gardener or maybe you're just kind of starting to dabble in the gardening world, you kind of recognize that it's fun to have different shapes and sizes in the garden. You don't only want big fluffy hydrangea flowers, for example. You want some tall lupin flowers and then these cute little daisies like you're seeing here. So what you're looking at, these are the cheekies. So they're a little bit smaller, but because of that, your plants have the power, Pat, to be covered in flowers.
Okay.
So you can have up to like
That's
2 dozen at a time. This is one of the red in that beautiful kind of like
milk jug.
Yeah, thank you. Milk jug. It's super cute. That kind of country vibe. And that's just one plant after the first season. And it would take me...
That's after the first season?
Yes. So these are fast growers. You're going to have flowers this very first year. This is the second color, a magenta, which is truly like, she has a little bit of sass. It's that like deep, rich magenta that you're seeing here. And I love the idea of maybe if you can afford it, picking up a couple of sets and separating the colors. Maybe you don't want to all mix them together.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
They'll be marked, you know, so you can have your containers with your yellow or with your hot pink. This is brand new. The color really is just so deep and saturated. Sometimes when you go to the grocery store and you see the yellow Gerber daisies, they're a little bit muted. You know, the colors aren't that vibrant. And also a typical Gerber daisy, most that you had mentioned that we're used to, those are annuals.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go and you're gonna buy them and they're gonna be beautiful and cute for a month or two, but then you're gonna throw them away.
Right.
These cheekies are a winter hardy perennial. So this one plant is gonna look like this year and then next year and the year after that. And they just keep getting bigger and better and more full of flowers, which is really why you wanna grow them.
They're so fun to grow.
They are.
You know, all of the Wallines have gotten used to me telling them like how excited I am because I bought something. Last year I bought daisies. They weren't these, but I bought the daisies that you had
the
last
sweet
year.
series, which we'll have pretty soon.
You know, at first I was like, hello, are we going to do anything?
Right.
And then suddenly
all of a sudden,
the leaves started to come and my pots were thick
it's
with leaves.
Beautiful foliage.
And yes, really pretty foliage.
Yes.
I mean, and it was packed with that. And then these started to come up and they continued and they stayed. They came up, I think like early summer, late spring.
Awesome.
And they lasted all the way. I'm not kidding you. We had frost and then we even had a little snow in the beginning and they were still hanging out with me. They're gone now.
That's awesome. Yeah, right now we're deep in winter.
Yeah.
But that's a true testament to how winter hardy these are. They will start to bloom
never
for
grown
you.
them before.
Exactly, beginning of summer. And I want to show you just how easy they are to grow. So this is one of the 4. So again, we went through all those beautiful colors. So let's imagine this is the red. You're going to get these, you know, shipped to your door. I love to plant them in containers.
Do they come in those pots?
Yes.
Or in the...
Thank you. I totally skipped a huge step. This is our Ellie pot. So this is something newer that we started. And you'll see, Pat, that the roots are actually growing directly through this sort of biodegradable paper container. So not only is it better for the environment because there's less plastic, but it actually is healthier for our plants because we're not breaking up all of the root system when you take it out of the box. So what I have here is our whiskey barrel filled with that black gold potting mix. And I'm just gonna, honestly, you just nestle it in. And because this soil is so light and airy, planting anything, it takes 30 seconds. You're gonna nestle that in, give it a drink of water, and then I really like to use the
Time release.
The time release, thank you. And you just kind of sprinkle it on like this.
Okay.
And what that's going to do is every time you water your plants, the nutrients is just going to start to seep into the soil. But, you know, let's say you have the time release and the bounty, and you were asking me this before the show. Don't be afraid to double up. This bounty is
because you won't burn it.
Exactly, no. The bounty is kind of like the shot of espresso when you really want to give your plants a boost.
Got it.
You can use this like once every, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks. And then this time release you'll use a lot less frequently. And this is perfect, the time release for like, if you're going on vacation and you want to make sure your plants are fed while you're away, just throw down a little bit of that and that's all you need to do.
I also, one of my big flaws as a gardener is I like to water my plants a lot.
That's okay. It happens.
And so you can water these, and I never killed them.
Yes.
Let me just say, if you're someone who
go.
also has that challenge in life, like my lavender, I had to put somewhere where I couldn't water them every night. So
You would like to grow some patients because they love water.